Welcome.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Aaron Hynek's here. He's the owner and operator of Napa Grocery and Eatery right here on 224. And are we in Canfield or Boardman? I always get it confused.
The same
This
thing.
is Canfield Township, I think, technically.
All right, very good.
I put Boardman in my GPS, and somehow I got here, and I got here early. So
Call it
there
you
you go.
You know the plaza. It's next to Armando's, and Howard Hanna's in here too. You've seen it a million times.
Yeah,
so.
P. Berry's, they are down the street over there at Shops at Boardman Park. But you, I gotta say, you know, we've been in this space a million times, but to walk in and to be greeted by not just the different types of things that you have here, but the smell, Aaron. The smell of these pizzas in this food, right, Mike? That's a treat in and of itself.
Yeah. So how long have you had the space? How long has it been open?
So we've been open, I guess, 16 months and not quite a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, things are going really well for us.
Was this the original concept, like I want to do a grocery store but also eat, or did it kind of evolve that direction?
You know, it sort of evolved into what we are, more of a restaurant right now. What we originally wanted to do was a prepared foods market. You know, you kind of come in, see all the food that's in the case there, you know, grab some different stuff by the pound, take it home for dinner. What we sort of are evolving into is more of a takeout restaurant, you know, artisan-made, handmade sandwiches, really great pizzas, different prepared salads, things like that. So
It's going pretty well.
it is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We walked in this morning, and of course, you know, your staff is wonderful, and big smiles and knows everything about the menu. And I was like, wow, you guys must sell out of these pizzas immediately. And Michelle's response was, well, we make them all day. So it's
Well, we do,
obviously
yeah.
going well.
Yeah.
It's a little
we do.
different, right? A little different kind of pizza you guys do.
You know, it is.
In
and
the
we-
best way possible.
Yeah.
Well, it's different in the sense that it's a Roman style pizza. So I don't know of
I'm dying to
anywhere.
try this.
Yeah.
I think Chicago is probably the closest place that is doing this Roman style pizza. It's a long fermented dough, a light and airy crust. Dough is baked once. We put the toppings on, high
That's
quality
so good.
toppings. Bake it a second time to order.
How long do you ferment?
Whatever you're
Right?
doing, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Keep doing it, right?
Yeah. So to answer your question, Mike, the dough ferments for a total of 3 days.
Okay.
So it gives it that real light, airy inside, develops a really nice flavor. As the yeast acts on the flour, it develops a good flavor in the dough. So
Is it the same dough that you're using for the bread, or is it different?
no, actually the bread, we'll give a shout out to Mike over at the Bread Chef
Oh,
on
so
Western
good.
Reserve. That's where
Hi, Mike.
Yep, that's where we get these rolls from, and nobody does it better than him. So
Yeah. Can you tell me the different kinds of sandwiches you
Yeah, what are
have
we looking
in
at?
front of us? I know there's
I've
way more in
got
the
the
back.
prosciutto pizza, which, by the way, I could not wait to try with the arugula,
I want
and then
margarita.
the fig jam,
the
right?
Big Jam makes it. Big Jam makes it.
Amazing. But what are we
This
looking
is
at
a
here?
what?
So right here we have our club-ish. We sort of a club, but we left the bacon off. So club, mostly like a club. Swiss cheese, rosemary ham, turkey, shaved lettuce, onion, tomato, mustard, aioli on that one.
Nice.
And then the Milanese, hand-breaded chicken cutlet.
I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Hand-breaded chicken cutlet, arugula, oven-roasted tomatoes, balsamic vinaigrette, fresh mozzarella. Can't forget that. All on Mike's bread down there. So.
Oh, it's so good.
And then this one, this mushroom pizza, has a little extra pizzazz on it, and I think
So-
this is one of your staff's favorites too.
Yeah,
right?
well, it really that is definitely our house favorite. The mushroom pizza. So we take mascarpone cheese and infuse it with truffle oil. Spread that on the bottom as the sauce. So we put a little pecorino romano, mozzarella, oven roasted mushrooms. Finish it off with a little basil.
And they're ready.
Yeah.
They're just about ready. You just slide them through the oven
yeah.
warmer, and it takes 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes for a slice. Full pizza takes maybe 10, 15.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will take
All day.
this all day, every day,
Yeah.
like the whole pizza.
Good for
Just
you.
send it home.
Good for you.
Unbelievably
All right.
good.
Aaron's going to stick around. We're going to be here all day, and we're going to kick off the show and just kind of get things going. Thank you for having us. Don't leave yet, okay?
Yes,
Okay,
please don't kick us out yet.
No, you guys are welcome.
Yeah.
We've got some big news and a big welcome to our friends down the road at the Southern Park Mall. Over the next few months, we're going to be able to showcase a lot of the different stores, lots of new things going out there, and a big thank you to Brian Gabbert. Here is what this gentleman had to say about joining our show. Well, these are always big days for us when we welcome new folks on our show, and Brian Gabbert from the Southern Park Mall, there's no exception. For you guys, we're so excited to have you guys.
Oh, we're great to be a part of this.
Well, for folks that maybe are just hearing this the first time, Southern Park Mall is going to be a part of our show, at least for the next few months, especially through the holiday season. And you guys have so much going on out here that we figured we'd do as much as we possibly can while we have you guys. So congratulations on the space and on some of the new shops, some of the new stuff that you guys have working out here. I think it's fantastic.
There's certainly a lot going on. The last couple of years have been very eventful. We've had a lot of new things coming on board, and we're thrilled going into fourth quarter because that's the big time of year for us, holiday season, Christmas time, and we're just excited.
Some of the things that have happened, we've seen some of it play out in the local news headlines, some restructuring, things like that, but I think it's only made you guys stronger.
Absolutely.
And to see how many people are in here right now, we're sort of the middle of the day and welcoming you and sort of getting to know the lay of the land out here. It's a buzz. Like, people are moving and shaking places, are open, new names, new faces, new things all the time.
Absolutely. I think we had to realize that the mall landscape itself has changed over the years. And if we don't adapt and change what we've got here to offer to our community, then people aren't going to want to come back in. So that's what we've done. We've made it much more experiential.
I will say this, my nephews, when they come here from Chicago, they come all the time. And this is the place they have to come, between the shoe stores and some of the candy shops. And this behind us, we can never leave without them all coming and playing here.
Yes, the yard. Yeah,
the yard.
The yard, right.
Other new things that you think are super exciting that you cannot wait to share with our viewers? I know we've got a couple of great dates coming up, right?
We do. We have our Candy Crawl event coming up on October the 14th. Get your Halloween costumes on, come on out. And we have quite a few people. Our tenants all participate, give out candy, and we have a parade through the mall of kids in costumes trick-or-treating. So it's always a fun event.
Kids in costumes? What about moms and dads in costumes? Can we dress up too?
They can dress up too.
Well,
yeah, that'd be good. Sure, absolutely.
Brian, thank you so much for supporting Valley Spotlight. As you know, a lot of these stories, a lot of these places that we're able to show off, we can't do it without people that believe in what we do and believe in the power of good. So thank you so much for being a part of it.
It's our pleasure. We're happy that you're here. Yeah.
All right. We'll see more of you guys soon, okay?
Definitely. Okay.
Lots of changes for them there.
I think it's great that malls are reinventing themselves and making it more like destinations.
And wait till you see some of the stores. We'll be featuring Macy's and, drumroll please, Toys R Us in just a few minutes. So we'll have your first look at the Toys R Us inside of Macy's.
Right.
But it's stuff like that, to see some of these brands and some of these local companies and local brands all coming together under one roof. You know, after COVID and everything, getting people back out there, it's the least we can do.
Yeah, people like to shop on their phones and stuff, we get it, but that's so cool to be able to go somewhere and enjoy some things you normally wouldn't be able to do.
Exactly, the touch and the feel, especially for kids. All right, I'm gonna touch and feel because we got some food on.
That's part of my club sandwich.
Napa Grocery.
I'll clean this up during this break, but when we come back, we're going to visit with some old friends of ours. They're not old, we are, but I can't wait to catch up.
We just go way back, and you're going to know exactly who they are, especially when you hear them.
A Christmas tradition for over 30 years is now back live on stage. Join over 100 singers, dancers, and Little Rascals for Miracle on Easy Street, December 16th through the 18th at Powers Auditorium. Tickets call 744-0264 or online at diorpack.org.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com. Order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too. RC Compounding Pharmacy is a leader in preparing eye drops that are made from a patient's own blood serum. It's an inexpensive and easy way to treat chronic dry eye.
I'm excited about it because, number one, it works better than anything else I've ever used. This will change your life as it has changed mine, and it's amazing we have this resource right here.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
The 60s Show, the greatest 1960s musical recreation concert ever, is coming to the Robbins Theater on Friday, November 4th. Be sure to get your tickets now at the box office or at robbinstheater.com. The 60s Show at the Robbins. Don't miss it. Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. We're at Napa Grocery.
All
Thank you.
off.
It's like the mother gorilla that just pulls those bugs off.
I didn't eat anything, I promise.
They're open Monday through Saturday. It's 10 to 7 during the week, and Saturday 10 to 8. So anyway,
such good food.
You got to get out here and try it out.
I feel like I've got lipstick all over me, and I don't even care.
So we've been working together how long? We decided 14, 15 years?
Yeah, I got here in 2008,
Yeah.
so we're coming up on 15 years, which when I say it out loud, I can't believe that.
So double that and then some for AC and Kelly in the morning. I mean, that's how long they've been around. And they have to evolve as they go because the music changes,
Right.
the times change, and they have to be relevant. And they've done the best job that they can do.
And their friendship is still intact, which gives us hope for another few decades.
They can do it, maybe we can do it. Here we go.
Hot 101, AC and Kelly, good morning.
Good morning and welcome to October. This is crazy.
If you're from the Valley or anywhere near here, really, you know those voices.
The 11th and 12th, Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's right. So they're doing that. Target is doing that also, right?
That's right.
AC McCullough and Kelly Stevens in those seats, just being real for the last 33 years. And maybe some of you are old enough to remember when it was just AC.
I started here in June of 70.
The immortal Boots Bell was out and AC was in.
We want you to do mornings for just a little while until we find somebody to take Boots' place. And I said, fine. It was like a dream of mine to work mornings. And it never changed.
Fast forward to the late 80s and it was time for a change.
That was 1989. I went down to Dick and I said, my old partner was not working out. I says, I need a new one. And he said, we got somebody. And she was working overnight at the time. And he said, Kelly Stevens is it.
Kelly had been working in radio since high school. To her, there was something magical about being on the air.
I saw somebody doing a radio broadcast one time, and I just thought that was the coolest thing on planet Earth. Like, how you can stand there with a microphone, and in your car, you're driving along, and there's the radio tuning in, and there's somebody playing music, number one thing you love, and number two, just talking and having fun. And they were on location, and I thought, that is so cool. You get to go visit businesses and talk to them, what they're doing. What a great job.
But the great job did not make for a great team at first.
It felt weird. You know why it felt weird? Because when I was growing up, we used to listen to him.
Now, I'm going to let you know that we didn't get along for like 5 years.
You know what? I think when he'd always worked by his self, and I've always worked by myself. And so he's worked by himself, and I've worked by myself, and it's kind of hard. You know, it's kind of like the trouble you have when you first get married to somebody. It's like, well, that's, my space, and that's your space. And so it's kind of like that.
I was used to doing things my way. Right. Now I have to incorporate somebody into what I do. And it took me a while to get used to that, but after I got used to it, it's been wonderful ever since.
And at first I was really scared. I'm like, I don't know. And then, sometimes you take that leap, and it turned out to be the best thing I ever did. I never dreamed I would still be here.
They get to do their dream jobs, and we get to reap the benefits.
And I think Walmart's extending their return times for holiday shopping items. Goes till January now.
It's AC and Kelly, Hot 101.
For the last 33 years, they made this light go on and made the Valley wake up on the right foot. No more spinning records, though. The music and the technology has evolved.
The computer is better. Everything is on the computer.
We'll do, Teams meetings and have listeners, as we're doing a Teams meeting with them, they won something, they're getting food delivered to their door as we're on with them. That's so fun. So a lot of different ways to do things just different. Doing things differently.
Along the journey, they've been through a pandemic, 9/11, defining moments that are too many to count. AC and Kelly have been the constant while the world has changed.
I know there's a lot of competition out there, but we're local, we're here, we're talking about the traffic tie-up on 224, we're talking about the flooding that happened in Trumbull County or Mahoney County, Columbiana County, Western PA. It's still really, really cool. And our signal's really strong. So we go from almost to Ashtabula, over to Pittsburgh, over to Cleveland, south of Canton. So we kind of cover a really wide area. Yeah, I'd say local radio is just as good. We give away prizes to things happening right here. Concert tickets happening right here. Who else is giving you that?
There are so many people that you talk to that are not living their dream, that are really just going from day to day. And for me, it's like, wow, it's pretty good.
How long will they keep it up? Probably until they stop having fun, which isn't anytime soon.
We're having fun. Every day we come in, and he is truly a very funny person. And we have so much fun, whether making fun of ourselves or just having fun with things that we see.
When we were coming up to the 50 years, I said to myself, wow, 50 years, that's pretty spectacular. And then after we reached the 50 years, and then it was 51, and then it was 52, and I'm saying, all right, so what's the big deal? You know, it's like, it's just another day. I don't know what to say. It's pretty spectacular.
Spectacular for each and every one of us listeners out there, too. The team that had a rocky start is not ready for the fantastic finish.
Well, if there's no AC, there's no Kelly, AC and Kelly, I don't know. But I don't think he's going anywhere, so I think we're good.
Do I have an end time?
In your mind?
In my mind? No. I'm just going to ride it till the horse gives up.
How's the horse doing?
The horse is doing pretty good.
Hot 101, the hottest hits. Hot 101.
I hope that horse keeps on going.
Me too.
Yeah.
And to know them is to love them, both of them.
And that's not, I mean, none of us want to be interviewed. We like to do the other way.
Yeah, I just had to be interviewed the other day for the first time. I was
it's
so
weird,
nervous.
and it's not their comfort zone, so thank you for letting me come. And Doug and Marianne, you're on notice. You're next.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
So.
Okay. You know how we always run into people over the years, Mike, whether it's the Canfield Fair or at area food drives or Halloween parties, whatever we've done. Mm-hmm. Well, there's one particular lady that I have always seemed to cross paths with, and now she is embarking on a new and exciting path that is all dedicated to one thing.
What?
Happiness.
Oh, okay.
Harriet Lemberger-Schor, congratulations. Cheers to you.
My day job right now is that I am a family physician at Howland Medical Center with Bon Secours Mercy Health.
Imagine being a successful doctor, a mother to two beautiful and successful daughters, and married to your first love for over 30 years.
I am married. In fact, of 2 anniversaries, today is actually one of them. Neil and I have been together 39 years. And our wedding anniversary is April 28th, 1990. So that's been 32 and a half.
One would think that would be the definition of happiness, and it is for Harriet Lemberger-Schor, but defining the next chapter of happiness has just begun.
And even now, 33 years into this career, I'm still trying to do things with medicine. We just recently started group visits that center around lifestyle medicine, which is something that has not been done with this organization. It's always been a passion of mine to be able to teach and coach people on how to use lifestyle, diet, exercise, stress management, sleep, not doing substances, relationships, as medicine, so that I don't have to prescribe medicine.
That shift into lifestyle medicine has led Dr. Lemberger-Schor down yet another path.
Let's face it, in a career of medicine, I'm always coaching people. I'm always trying to educate. I'm always trying to coach. I'm trying to empower. That's always been the thing that's been the most important to me in my entire adult life, is that how can I serve people? How can I empower folks?
And after a bit of researching and lots of learning from the Brave Thinking Institute, Harriet founded Dream Builder Consulting. Truth be told, I've known Harriet for many years, and every time our paths cross, she genuinely asks about my happiness.
And like we were talking about a little bit earlier, how many people are living a life that they love?
Not as many as I'd hope. I know I am, but it took me a lot of things to get me here.
And for most people don't even realize that they are not living a life that they love. And they don't know how to even take the first step to do it. Enter life coaching.
So what is the first step to finding happiness?
If people would allow themselves to long, to vision, to dream, most people probably discover there's probably more to life than this. The discontent for many people is sadly a lot easier to identify. So by identifying the longing and kind of trying to be pulled by that longing, then the discontent kind of pushes you toward that longing. It's a process, but once people notice what they're noticing with respect to that longing and discontent, that's usually the first step that anybody can take to starting to create that life they love.
And by hiring a life coach like Dr. Lemberger-Schor, it means you have the framework and the support that almost guarantees a level of success. And to have someone like her who notices what real happiness looks like, well, that means the world, even to me, when some days are harder than others.
As I have kind of put together the last year of my life, and following your journey, you have actually been a pretty big inspiration for me as well.
Oh.
You look surprised. Why?
Very much so.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, just out here.
You know, I mean, we followed your career from your time on WFMJ. You know, and we knew a little backstory here, there, and everywhere. Yeah. And to see what you emerged out of and what you've emerged into, it's pretty impressive, lady.
That is very, very kind, Harriet. I don't even know what to say. I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just keep going out there and inspiring and changing the world, because that is indeed what you're doing.
That is super kind.
Well, that's a pretty high compliment and accurate, I may say. Did you bawl?
I didn't even know what to say. Like, well, I looked up at Fred and he was just like smiling and like glowing with his, you know, little face, and I just was like,
oh, what a great lady.
I had no idea. So
Congrats.
Dream Builder Consulting, look her up on Facebook or Instagram. Get in touch with her. Like, really, she's got the steps figured out. And you and I both know, sometimes you have to like really be present to decide if you're really happy.
And you'll get it. You'll figure it out.
She can help. So
right.
We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back to Napa Grocery, where the food.
Right. I haven't tried the chicken yet.
I haven't tried the sandwich yet.
Okay.
Did you try this one yet?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. All right,
Be
we'll
right
be back.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat. Hills is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Back here on Valley Spotlights, welcome back. Napa Grocery right here in Canfield Township, we decided.
Yeah, Canfield Township. And from Canfield Township down to Bistro, but just because Wahaka Taco is not quite open yet.
Right.
Mike, when you meet this other Mike Gallo, I know we will eventually you'll see why he's such an important part of this new team. And then the menu, wait till you see this.
Oh, good.
Okay?
Let's see.
It's so good.
Good.
Ugh. I know. We are usually here for Pesto's Test Kitchen at Bistro, but we're going to throw you a giant curveball and introduce you to somebody new, right, Mark?
Yes.
Right,
I'd like you guys to meet Mike Gallo, our operations director for Wahaka Taco.
Wahaka Taco!
Wahaka Taco.
We have been going back and forth with you and getting to know you over the last couple weeks as part of our team, and to be able to watch you and Mark go through pretty much everything that's on the Oaxaca menu.
Well, this isn't our first rodeo together, so we've worked together before.
You guys really work quite well together.
Well, how long did we work together with Sam Cavelli? A couple years before I left.
Yep.
And this was a few decades ago. Is that okay if I say that?
Charlie's probably
15 years.
15 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I had more hair back then. and it was a lot darker in color.
Got a few grays.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Well, we're so happy to have you on the Wahaka team. And Mark, you got to walk us through some of these things on the menu that people are clamoring for.
Well,
and I know everybody keeps asking when we're opening, but let's get through this first, right? I know.
We're getting
In 2 weeks, our equipment's being delivered, so we're going to be able to start doing the real work at Wahaka in about 2 weeks, and then we're going to start hiring, and we hope sometime in November we're going to be open, hopefully before Thanksgiving.
Goals, right?
That would be awesome.
From my 30 plus years of going to Mexico, the biggest lessons I've learned about their culinary world is, and Wahaka is actually the culinary capital of Mexico, is it's regional and it's fresh. It's just like Italian food, different ingredients.
And
you know what I mean? They're crazy about regionality, and they're crazy about everything being fresh and bright. You know, it's not one palette of flavors. You're getting multiple flavors in every bite. And that's what I try to do with all my food. But with Mexican food, it's already built into it. You know, whether it's the pico de gallo or the pickled red onions for the tacos or the jalapenos or whatever we're doing with it, everything is just, it's delicious every bite, and your palate doesn't know what to think.
Mike, I gotta ask you, you are a very successful person in the food industry. You have come from some very big notable names. Why here? Why Wahaka? Why Mark? Why us?
Timing. Why wouldn't I for this?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
right?
not very often you get a chance to do a startup as an operator with this food.
Right.
So,
and this food is, this food is important to me because of my love of Mexico. It really is, and I just want to bring what I feel is my interpretation of Mexican cuisine to the Valley, because I think, and there's a lot of great Mexican restaurants in the Valley, and many of you have favorites. I think we're going to set ourselves apart from a lot of those restaurants just because of my insane craziness about quality of ingredients.
I know.
And just know I don't substitute quality for anything. I'll lose money before I'll substitute the quality of product.
We're going to take just a quick short break, and we're going to come back and talk through some of these menu items. Yes, of course, burritos and enchiladas and all that stuff. And the new quote will be "Eat more tacos." So
everybody eat more tacos.
We'll be right back.
You can dance, sing it!
Mania, the world's #1 touring ABBA tribute band, returns to the Robbins Theater on Friday, October 21st. Enjoy the hits Dancing Queen, Take a Chance on Me, Waterloo, Fernando, The Winner Takes It All, Super Trooper, and so many more. Mamma mia, you don't want to miss Mania at the Robbins Theater. Get your tickets now at the box office or at robbinstheater.com.
We've weathered our way through 75 winters. Let our service and sales staff help you weather the next storm with peace of mind and the right equipment. Before you know it, the snow will fly. Do yourself a favor and get to Ducut before the inventory of our Toro snowblowers blow away. The Toro Power Max for that heavy-duty job. The extra edge makes the job easy. And the Toro Power Clear model is simple and quick to use when Mother Nature just won't quit. We've got units starting at just $529.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysoldit.com.
Welcome back. As promised, we are going to walk you through some of these awesome menu items. I have to ask Mike first. Is that okay, Mark?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Which one is your favorite? What are you most excited about?
Well, he ate about three gallons of queso while he was back there.
Yeah, the queso's awesome.
It is.
So,
I did
dipped in the queso.
I might have joined him. So
I mean, if you want to order something with queso, queso will make everything incredibly better. It's
All right,
like
so
everything's better with queso.
Queso for you. What about you for you, Mark?
Tacos, come on. Tacos is, for me, it's spaghetti and meatballs. You know what I mean? This is, when I talk about Mexico, going to Mexico, it's all about street tacos. When Melissa and I travel there, we always ask the bartenders, I go, I don't want you to tell me where you tell the tourists to go get tacos. I want to know where you eat your tacos at. And they send us to the craziest holes in the walls. And you know, that's where my best memories are. I mean, we're building the place, Wahaka Taco, to look like a truck stop. A Mexican truck stop is literally what my interpretation of great Mexican food is.
An elevated truck stop.
An elevated truck stop.
But
you can get great pasta at truck stops in Italy.
And you can get great barbecue at truck stops in Kansas City. So you and I have had that conversation before. But I want to let's talk about some of the highlights of the bowls.
Well, I think this is going to be really, really very popular for the health conscious, the Wahaka bowls. The Wahaka bowls are based on nutrition. They're based on high protein, especially with the black beans and whatever the protein is you want to order. And for all the vegetarians, vegans out there, we have a product called jackfruit, and we're doing it in the style of Conchinita Pibil, which is very, very a big pork dish in the Yucatan Peninsula. We're just taking the jackfruit and doing the same preparation, but just in a vegan manner. So, and the rice is vegan, the beans are vegan.
The cheese is vegan.
The cheese can be vegan, the crema can be vegan. So that, to me, the Wahaka bowls are just great for the health conscience. They're filling, they're tasty, they're delicious, and I think everybody's gonna love them. The tacos, they're traditional street tacos, as you can see. They're smaller taco, but a taco in Mexico, the way they eat their tacos in Mexico is 3 bites. You know, us in America, we've grown, you know, we like the 6-inch tortilla. Where in Mexico, they're anywhere from 4 to 5 inches big.
This is how my family eats them.
Yes, well, your family's Mexican.
Yes, I was saying this is how we do it there.
So that, you know, believe it or not, I used to work for Chi-Chi's back in the day. I opened up probably 18 different Chi-Chi's restaurants in my career early on.
I think Mike talks about that all the time with him.
So I love the chimichangas from Chi-Chi's. I love them whether it's salsa rojo or salsa verde. Smothered a deep fried burrito smothered in poblano chili con queso is going to blow your mind. Really, really amazing. The quesadillas, fantastic. Simple preparation, but with great quality. Chihuahua cheese from Mexico. You know, the different proteins, whether it's the achote chicken, the beef picadillo, the jackfruit Conchinita Pibil. I mean, all those different flavors just are bursting with flavors. And then, you know, I don't really make nachos because nachos is a Tex-Mex thing. We make more of what's called a chilaquile, but we're calling them nachos. And it's like just smothered in queso. And then it has black beans. It has pickled red onions. It has jalapenos. It has tequila lime crema. Well, those are a little bit cold now, but they're still probably.
Are you kidding me?
So all of it, we have some great desserts coming, and we are still searching for a pastry chef. Or if Amanda, you're watching and listening, the door's always open, my lady.
All right, cheers to you guys. I'm going to try this one with the jackfruit.
You're going with the jackfruit?
I really am.
I want you to be honest with it and tell the people how that is. So eat more tacos. Tacos should be 3 bites. It's like your first kiss.
You would never know that's not me.
Nope.
You guys, congratulations. Congratulations. Cheers.
Everybody, we look forward to seeing you at Wahaka Taco soon.
Hashtag eat more tacos.
Eat more tacos.
I can't wait. And my Howland friends that are around that area are so happy about it.
It's blowing up on social media, and people are going to ask, when are they opening? When are they opening?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
November-ish, okay? Mid-November, but stay tuned. Follow them on social media, Wahaka Taco, because on the 1st and 2nd of November, there's going to be a big day, okay? So you won't want to miss out on this. And I will say this, Fred's not here right now for our taping, but I have never seen him so excited or so disappointed when we could not stay to eat more of that menu.
Okay.
Okay, all the places that we go.
It's high praise.
He said we'll never go to Chipotle again.
Okay. Also high praise.
Right?
I was just there.
Which is not bad, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Comparatively. All right, stick with us. We're going to do some shop talking when we come back, okay?
All right, be right back.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make. Only A to Z.com.
Back here on Valley Spotlight. Wait a minute. Whoop, whoop. New segment alert. New segment alert.
Like what?
Yeah,
what?
the alarm goes off, you know.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You've heard of Macy's, right?
I have.
Have you heard of Toys R Us?
I have.
Have you heard of them together?
I did not.
Well, now you have.
Okay.
Thanks to ShopTalk and the Southern Park Mall. Well, we are welcoming Jennifer Preach from Macy's at the Southern Park Mall right here on Shop Talk. That is the name of this segment, Jen.
Exciting.
You are our first guest.
I'm so excited.
We are so excited too because look, everybody, Toys R Us is back. We've been waiting years for this,
Yes,
right?
We have been waiting years.
It really has been.
And our children have been waiting years.
We know a couple out there who are very, very upset when Toys R Us closed up, but now tell me about this relationship with Macy's and with Toys R Us. You guys, this is big news.
It is big news. Macy's teamed up with Toys R Us and decided that kids need a place to shop. They want to touch and experience the toys. They love the toy book. So now, this year, we started last year, but now this year, as of October 15th, we'll be in every Macy's store. So that's huge, just in time for the holidays.
Really,
just in time for, the kids to experience all of this. So it is the perfect time.
It really is, and you guys have, we're showing some video of all the different brands and some of the things that I know that we probably grew up with are still here.
They're still here.
I know, right? When you see the new shipments come in and you see your team here stocking the items, do you guys get done quickly? Because I feel like I would be standing there playing with all this stuff.
There is a little bit of redirection at times, and we're like, do you remember this? And I had that, and my brother took mine, and yes, but it's definitely been a labor of love, and everyone still has that little kid inside of them.
Most certainly. And you guys have a series of days coming up to celebrate the grand opening, as well as another special date. So take me through a couple of those.
So October 15th through the 23rd is the grand opening in all of Macy's for the Toys R Us.
Okay.
So each day we'll have a little surprise play area where kids can experience something. It's Play-Doh Day or possibly Barbie Day, Lego Day. So come in anytime during that time frame, and there'll be something fun for the children to do. In addition, our friend Jeffrey.
It's his birthday!
His birthday's the 17th, so there'll be some extra fun things scheduled for that day as well. So it's just a kind of a way to, reintroduce Toys R Us to the community, to get people used to coming back in, to give kids an idea of really what they're shopping. Some of them have never shopped in a toy store like this.
No, they haven't.
So
or the last time they were so little that I know Sabina was just about 3 years old when they closed up, and I told her, I said, honey, it's back.
Yeah.
She looked at me with tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
Honest to God, she thought I was joking.
Yeah.
That's what a big deal this is. And this boy, how old is he going to be?
57, I believe.
57. You are looking good there, Jeffrey. You really are. Jen, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I know you're still fairly new to our community, so welcome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Macy's is a tremendous store. Just walking through it, I think Fred's like, okay, Lauren, we have work to do. Stop looking at everything. You guys have, it's just the store set, the things that you guys have picked out. Wonderful. So thank you for having us, and it's great to have you guys a part of the show.
Happy to be here. Happy to be the first ones on the show.
I know. So. Big deal, and we'll be seeing you soon. So good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, that's awesome.
I was a Toys R Us kid.
Did you play with the toys like the guy in Big, Tom Hanks?
It did take a while for Fred to get me back wrangled into the shot. He's like,
he's looking at all the toys.
Sabina, when I told her, honest to God.
Yeah, you should have said it.
No, she was so sad when it closed. I told her, she's like, Mommy, are you joking? No, honey, I'm not joking. So she's all excited about it, as we all should be, because that's a pretty special memory that will continue for years to come. I cannot wait. I have never seen you more excited about like a story about something that I wouldn't like cake.
It's just cake, yeah.
It's not sports. It's not hot dogs.
No.
It's not right. Like cake.
Nothing Bundt Cake, as a matter of fact. This great couple moves from Texas to Youngstown to do it, and you'll have to hear their story. And if you haven't tried the cake, you got to do it.
We loved hearing the other guests in the bakery. It was a warm and welcoming environment. It was always positive, and the guests were always saying the same thing. What do they do to make these cakes taste so good? So
Ron Bolar and his wife Cecilia were in a cake conundrum. They wanted to own and operate a Nothing Bundt Cakes franchise, but because of their other business, they couldn't.
As long as you're in this other system, which was they felt like a competitive system, that we could not be in their system.
So they couldn't buy into the bundt cake business at the time, but they still kept their eye on the prize. Finally, an opportunity opened up, and they couldn't pass it up. The only issue was they'd have to relocate from their home in Texas.
It's a very popular brand, and it's sold out in most parts of the country. So in order to open a bakery, our options were going to be to go to an area that did not have locations. So we had a handful of markets that we could go to. One of them was New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, parts of Pennsylvania, this specific part of Ohio, and Oregon.
The Bolars decided to pick Boardman, and you're not going to believe this. The weather here was actually a big reason.
Moving to this area has been so wonderful, and the weather has been a big part of it. Even though we went through our first winter, it wasn't nearly as bad as we were expecting, but spring and summer and fall here have just been amazing.
Soon they opened their store here in Boardman. The next challenge was getting the word out about a product no one had ever heard of.
But for the most part, most people had no idea who we were or what we were about, and so it's really about kind of grassroots marketing, and our philosophy is to get this cake out into the community and let people try it, because the cake is the hero.
Turns out he was right. This bundt cake has won over even the toughest skeptics.
They try the cake and they're blown away at how moist it is, and just the taste and the flavorfulness of it, and how soft it is. And it is a common reaction that they're like, what do you do to make these cakes taste so good?
He wouldn't tell me what, but there is an ingredient or two in there that makes it so good.
There are some specific things that we do in the baking and storage process of this cake that makes it so soft and so moist. And the two ladies that started this company, two wonderful women out in Las Vegas in 1997, started in their home kitchens. One had a great frosting recipe, one had a great cake recipe.
Ron did tell me what the favorites were, though.
My personal favorite is the chocolate chip, and that is our biggest seller, chocolate chip. But our top four flavors are chocolate chip, red velvet, lemon, and white chocolate raspberry. But I will tell you, Mike, all of the flavors are amazing. Most people don't realize that we bake and frost and decorate everything here on site. It is all handcrafted. There aren't any machines that do this. These are all people that make this incredible cake, the frosting, and then pipe all this frosting onto every single cake that you see.
So amazing, I wanted to try. Just like the saying goes, the icing on the cake.
We're going to give you a shot. That's what we're famous for, is those thick signature petal frosting.
Bring in Cecilia, who frosts all day long.
They say I'm the master froster.
Did you take a class?
No, I did not. I've loved baking my whole life.
So you've always done this?
Well, no, I didn't. I never frosted like this before, but I love to bake.
Are you doing it in the grooves or on the?
Yes, so go right here. Yep,
okay,
in the
ready?
groove. Turn over though, so that's facing up.
Okay.
And I'll squeeze really hard.
Okay, ready?
Yes, look at you.
How do you like that?
That's better for your second one.
You ever do that?
No.
Okay, because you're not allowed. Ron, I feel like she's going to yell at me.
And I'm a little tough.
I guess. All right, so I keep going?
You just keep going. That's how you get good at it. Now that one's excellent.
Thank you.
That one's really good. Look at that one. Right there, not bad. Do that again.
The cake is the star, it is the hero. It is so wonderful to watch people try this cake because they're skeptical. It's soft, it's moist, it is delicious, and once people try it, they will come back and have more, and then they will also tell their friends and their family.
You got a lot in there. Let's take some of that out of there. Now you can eat that. There you go. Cheers.
Okay, we did it. We did it. So there you go. The weather, our weather, got someone to come here.
Thank you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, they love the spring and the summer and the fall here.
Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Yeah.
And you said they're so good.
Oh, everybody loves them. You gotta try it.
My nephews are obsessed with it. They had that for their 15th birthday. That's their cake that they picked. So.
And I did pretty good on the frosting.
Yeah, you're okay.
Getting better.
You're okay.
Getting better.
You didn't share any with me, but.
Next time.
All
right. Well, when we come back, I get to visit with Kelly Warren.
Yes.
We'll learn more. We'll learn more about flooring and the fun.
Who knew? It could be so fun.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Pets are part of the family, and at RC Compounding, their pharmacists make your pet a priority.
Pain management is a big one with animals, especially if they have cancer or like end of life. They're unable to take tablets or capsules, and we're able to customize it into a solution that an owner could administer pretty easily without, difficulty of having them swallow a tablet or capsule if they're not able to.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Back here on Valley Spotlight, another edition of Home Advantage with Kelly Warren. Boy, it really echoes in here, doesn't it?
I love a vacant house.
I know. Got that vacant house smell.
Yes.
Well, this one is interesting because, and I bet this kind of happened like my grandfather's house is, they were redoing it, they pulled up the carpet, and they found these awesome hardwood floors underneath that needed a little work.
Right.
But man, I mean, the people that were doing it were just gushing over how they could have really great hardwood floors, because that's what's in, right?
It is. It's back in style. And when these houses were built in the 50s and 60s, people put in these gorgeous hardwood floors. And at some point over the years, the design choice was, let's carpet them.
I'm a carpet guy. Like, I like carpet.
I like carpet in a bedroom, and I love an area rug, but I want to see some of the hardwoods.
Okay.
But yeah, so they get carpeted over the years, and then we go into these houses at this stage in life, and people do what you said, like they love to pull it back and be like, oh, there's hardwood.
I know, they get all excited about it. And the cleanup isn't too bad to make them shine and look like this.
Depending on how they were. So, I mean, these came out stunning, but I have been in some where if people had animals over the years and they were letting them, go on the carpet and it soaks into the hardwoods and it's not treated in time, but if they were well protected and if they were lightly walked on, they can come out really nice.
And it seems like the people that are buying homes now just see them and they love them. And I know my parents, when they get older, if you have to use a walker or something like that, this is the kind of flat surface that you need.
No bumps. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
And they changed the kitchen a little bit too.
Yeah, so all kinds of different floorings can go in houses. You can do the ceramic tile, you can do roll-on laminate, but what's in right now is the vinyl planks. Sometimes they look like wood, sometimes they look like tile. We've got like a slate look here, and that's really versatile. It's water resistant, it's good for pets and kids, and it's a design choice that if you don't love it in 10 or 20 years, it's easy to take up and do something else.
Yeah, because for a while they were putting stone down or slate, which looks great, but it isn't super functional, right?
Right. Harder to take up if you didn't like it anymore. More expensive to put down. And then if you got one or two broken tiles here and there, it's harder to just replace that area, you know.
And try dropping your phone on some slate. Things don't go very well when that happens. So, yeah, give people the address of this place in case they want to come take a peek.
This one's available at 7811 Hitchcock Road, and it's online at kellysoldit.com.
And that's a great place to find all the pictures of all the different properties and the different counties that they serve and the houses that are on sale, right?
For sure.
Absolutely. All right, that's another edition of Home Advantage. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Kelly. Nice job as always. Some sad, I don't know, disturbing. It's some sad news I guess we have to talk about now.
We never ever want to be on the other end of getting information like this, especially for people that we featured on the show and then became friends with and are super proud of when they have great success. And Tommy Matthews, you have not just been tremendous on our show, but of course, Forged in Fire on the History Channel, a successful knife business. He unfortunately has been battling cancer as hard as he possibly can.
Yep.
Multiple surgeries.
Right.
It's not going in his favor, and that's the truth. We wanted to be able to shed some light again on what makes him such a wonderful artisan and such a great person, and just to give him our love and our strength the best we can right now.
It's here, in a small town in West Virginia, just south of East Liverpool, where Tommy Matthews perfects his craft. This tiny shed is all this maker needs to feel right at home.
It's easy to get out of bed in the morning and know that this is what I'm coming to. You know, it's hard to walk away from it at the end of the day, because it's like so much that I could be doing and want to be doing, but then you got to have a little bit of a balance and have a little bit of a life.
Tommy spent 10 years in the military and fought in Desert Storm before finding a civilian job as a sales manager for a steel company. When hard times hit, Tommy went all in on perfecting the craft that he loves.
That decision was made for me, so I don't know that I could have ever just quit my day job and done this full time, but when I was presented with that, I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. All I can do is fail, and I failed before, so.
That's when Crooked River was forged.
The love for making just kind of came to me out of necessity for myself. Like, I could never afford high-end furniture or really nice cutlery. So when I made that first knife, I was like, wow, man, I just feel like I could do this. I was into like woodworking and making pallet furniture before I got into this, and decided I had a pretty strong knowledge of metalworking, being in the fabrication industry for as long as I was, and I wanted to start incorporating like old work, old school ironwork into some of my pieces. So I went out, bought an anvil and forge, and first thing I ended up making was a knife, and I was hooked. And I haven't really touched the furniture business ever since. You know, I get people that stop in here and ask, and I'm just not at a place right now where I want to do that. I love working with knives because it lets me work with the three medias that I love the most, which is metal, wood, and leather. And you know, it's such a variety to get to. If you get burned out with grinding or pounding or working with the wood, you know, you switch over. You know, I'm gonna go work on some leather for a little while and, you know, sit down, chill out.
Tommy has taken his hobby and turned it into a successful full-time business and has sold knives all over the country.
I think I'm getting really close to getting all 50 at this point. But yeah, I just recently sold one to a girl up in Alaska that's also a maker, woodworker. She's doing a lot of the cool resin stuff as well, and super talented. So I got my first knife in Alaska, which is huge.
These knives are special not only to Tommy, but his customers as well. Each knife is a piece of art in their own ways, and they'll be cherished for years to come.
People come to me, especially like a lot of the hunters, you know, they want a pass down knife so that they can pass it down to their kids and their kids pass it down. So when you're building something like that, it's just, you know, it's gonna outlive you.
Tommy's drive to make something symbolic and meaningful for people isn't slowing down, and neither is his love for his craft.
Here I am, doing what I love to do, listening to the birds and the bees, the cows sometimes, you can hear the cows, and being in downtown Cleveland, just such a different environment to be here. And I'll always love Cleveland. I mean, it was a great place to set up shop and have some roots, but I'm a West Virginia boy.
Keep pushing, Tommy. That's one of those, like,
best you can.
You know, you don't have a ton of time with a person, but you just are thankful you got to be with the person in the first place.
Exactly, Mike.
You know?
That is a really nice way of saying it. And
Yeah.
you know, Aaron, I'm sorry that sometimes, you know, usually it's all great news, but we try to, you know, stay positive for Tommy.
Right.
And for anyone who is interested in maybe purchasing his business, look him up on Instagram, look him up on Facebook. What a following, what a brand. You'd be lucky to have it. And I know he doesn't want to see it just end, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the truth. And the truth is,
You're rocking it here.
I mean, honest to God.
I've loved everything. Everything has been fantastic. You got to be so proud.
Well, of what we put together here and what we are accomplishing, I'm very proud. Yeah,
the ingredients and just the layers of flavor and like the lightness and the freshness. We go to a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
We're super fortunate to be able to show off all these restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I even told Mike, I'm like, you better tell everybody about this place.
So this is National Pizza Month.
It is National Pizza Month of October. Yep.
So if you want to get some of these, like if you want to watch a game on Sunday and you're not open on Sunday, what are people doing?
Yeah, so a lot of people will order them unbaked because of the nature of the way we bake the crust first, then build the pizza afterwards. You can build it. We don't have to bake it the second time. Take it home, bake it, have it
hot, fresh,
ready for the game.
And take the credit for it. You don't have to tell your friends
exactly right.
where you got it. It'll be our little secret. They have fun all these Sicilian and Italian drinks. The root beer things from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Sprecher root beer from a couple of different Sprecher drinks.
So good, so good. You got to try it out.
And just even walking around, there's so many different things. I'm going to pick out a few things from my mom and Roger, but things that I grew up with, super Italian family that sometimes you don't see. And even some of our local Italian grocery stores or Italian markets. These are like the ones that we would wait for Christmas to have. And just the different kinds of butters and the different kinds of cheeses, Mike, the sodas.
Is the supply chain getting better?
Amazing.
Are you able to get the stuff you want?
It is getting better. There are still some.
He answered it, didn't he?
Some of the stuff we do have trouble getting, and it'll be sporadic. So it's something you see in the shelf one day, next month might not be there. But we always try to reorder as much as we can.
Yeah, and check out the desserts. Do yourself a favor and just walk by the case and then try not to buy one of the desserts.
The cannolis look picture perfect.
Tiramisu's like that thick.
The cheesecake, the peanut butter cheesecake.
Who makes all the desserts?
We make it all here.
Come on, all those things?
We make it all here.
Oh my gosh.
Play the phones are ringing off the hook. Go over the hours for everybody one more time. Not open on Sunday like we just said.
Right, so Monday through Thursday, 10 to 7. Friday, Saturday, 10 to 8.
Awesome.
Pretty easy.
Well, thanks for having us and thanks for being here.
Guys.
And please tell your whole team back there, what nice people.
I will.
You really do have a
they
great
do a great job. We'd be nothing without them. Yep.
That's how I feel about that.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Steel Light. Thank you for everything you do.
Yes.
And it's Retromercial time.
It is, because we've just introduced Macy's and Toys R Us working together. Let's go back to maybe like the 90s. Do you guys remember the 90s?
I do.
Really?
Okay.
I know.
Well,
It's a blur.
Toys R Us, and I most certainly was a Toys R Us kid. So thank you for watching Valley Spotlight, valleyspotlight.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Keep those story ideas coming to us. We love it when we get the notification that more people want to see us in person and then to be able to be featured on the show, because that's what makes it all go around.
Absolutely. Have a good Sunday, everybody.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
Toys R Us has the Nintendo Action Set. It comes with control deck, 2 game controllers, zapper light gun, and double game pack. All for just $99.99. And with all the hottest game cartridges from $29.99 to $59.99, Toys R Us is Nintendo headquarters.
More games, more toys. Oh, boy! I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.